Now for part 6, we will be looking at the external server box. First, after you have connected the computer's network cable to the server, you must then ensure that the computer itself is set to the correct network segment so that it can properly communicate with the device. With that done, you can then open a web browser and enter the specific IP address that is clearly marked on the device's label. This IP address will likely begin with the number 10, 0, 0, 15. After entering the setting interface, we need to click a play right to enter the interface. We will gradually display our menu. Printer. This is to set the printing area, label feed, and adjust the print setting. Set the print speed and label feed speed. New test setting. Automatically adjust the label type. Select the creator type. Production line setting, production line ADI and G7 ADI. SFCC setting, set the local SFCC sequence. Steady play setting, set the LCT display. Iron mark pen setting, this is to set the label. Iron mark pen type. This is to set the working order and action. New test setting, iron mark pen sensor setting, time setting, set the time and delay. Trug setting, set the trigger signal. Buckle rudder, this is the scanner setting. The following is to set the signal light flashing frequency. Communication setting, network setting, input and output signal setting, input signal setting, FTP acceptance mode setting. The following system. This is the system information. The following is to set the date and time, set the web UI password, backup and restore Rista restarts the responder servo. This is to restore the field settings, delete the dangerous system settings, obtain information and reset the settings, statistics, view the motherboard and power history settings. The following is to set the responder to enter the daily type advanced. This word selects self-confidence to set command self-confidence and command end self-confidence. This is to select the label type soft printing or review. The following is to push the label after the label is accepted. The calculated distance period happens to fall on the network. This simulation value needs to be set according to the actual label. This is the previous label accepted, and the next label may appear after it goes down. The normal acceptance position is lower. The specific manifestation is that the upper part of the pushed label is not fully accepted. After setting the pre-retraction, the previous label can be retracted by the corresponding length after it goes out to ensure the complete acceptance of the next label. This is the meaning of this setting. Through the setting of this item, the working efficiency of the labeling machine can be improved. Our mode can be set to this mode. When the labeling currency executes the labeling type responder, the label retraction task will also be executed in a response cycle. The minimum length of the label is pushed. The sensor will only work after the label push reaches the given length. The analog value is 0. In this particular case, the cooperation is the opposite. This setting corresponds to the maximum max-fit parameter. The length of the maximum push label is determined by the required value, assuming a correct support situation is in place. It is important to note that this length is greater than the length of the on-site label. For instance, the analog value could be 450 millimeters. This represents the positive process, upward switching. The position of the image on the label can be repeated as needed. Following this, we have the longitudinal process. In this process, the position of the image on the label can also be repeated. We can also repeat this printing action, or promise. The promise flash to promise blackness setting
can be adjusted anywhere from 50 to 150 with an analog value of 100%. Be aware that this high-speed printing may potentially cause dislocation. This can occur due to insufficient event cooling of the heating point. The documentation indicates this phenomenon can be reduced by adjusting the heating amount of the media cloth to improve the overall print quality. The print quality itself can be adjusted from 20 to 100 and on the back from 1 to 5 with an analog value of 100. This is the adjustment procedure for the partial state. It requires adding extra energy to the print head. Please note that only this party uses the numerical state format. The system says that it is given up as a value called ang. Let me repeat, it is given up as an ang. After the initial rush is completed, the printing action will take effect after the printing cycle is fully completed. Now, regarding the print speed, this specific print speed must be obtained and configured. At this time, after the printing is completed, the leg vertical speed can be approximately agreed to. The following giving up action can be described as being equal to the print speed, which is done to obtain the orange code and the 9-degree direction of the print adjustment code. Regarding the physical nature of this, we want to send the command and then have the system automatically agree to the adjustment code content under the main adjustment code, HANU. The status is then displayed as free. I will repeat, the display shows free. This right here is the code selection agreement format. It allows you to select a new position, HANU. And the cheap quantity setting is used to avoid any bad points on the print head. It is essential that this cheap quantity value must be obtained. We click this button and then we click automatic. Click the automatic auto point or auto button to automatically adjust the position of the inserted agreement and the label. This here is the label position. This is the label type that needs to be taught to the machine each time. To do so, you simply click the word aut and it will change accordingly. The following section covers the 4th generation of margin setting and efficiency setting. The range for this is from 30 to 70 meters. We can set it anywhere within that range of 30 to 70 meters. Next is the automatic adjustment of the print head. Please look at the device. It is either the response director setting or the CPU that needs to be adjusted after teaching. When teaching, it is critical that the print head must be in the lowered position. The normal feedback from the perception sensor is between 1 and 120. The method for teaching is as follows. First, put down the print head, and second, click Alt, then the teaching is completed. SESC is a word icon similar to day 0. The following involves 7 to 10 words, that is, 7 to 10 words to say. If not enough words are said, someone may not say it well. You should replace the start and end this time. Now it is 6 to 9 words. These 6 to 9 words are in the Young Master's Plan to apply how many words to say. For example, like the words in the picture, the words are 0, 0, 0, 0, and 10, this specific word. Again, if the words are not said enough, it's possible someone can't say it well. Let me emphasize, someone can't say it well. This time, set the technology device not to use the default. I am referring to this default. The specific word is default. This position has to be completely removed, and then the 2 sides are labeled. I will repeat, this has to be removed and the 2 sides are labeled. Then this posture can be set to a value of 20. My 2 palms are performing the exact same action. The 2 palms perform the same. Now, if you set it to Ruicida, I repeat, if you set it to Ruicida, then when the technology device reaches the maximum setting, it is just the technology device that is set. It actually starts the technology, but there will be no notification. There is also no registration. On the other hand, if it is set to an error, then...
Let's begin by discussing a specific fault condition that can occur. This situation arises when the maximum configured setting within the technology device is reached. As soon as this predefined limit is met, the printer is designed to automatically report a fault. This particular fault message is notable because it will contain the specific word large. The purpose of this word is to serve as a clear indicator, explicitly communicating that the operational maximum setting of the technology device has been exceeded. It is also important to understand how this fault is reported to the user. In order to see the fault, you must either enter the external user interface or UI, or alternatively restart the technology device, as only then will the fault be formally reported. Now let's discuss the printing process. There is a word that indicates a label is about to be printed. The initial procedure is to select the correct printer and then choose the print label option. The fundamental idea here is to initiate the printing of a label. Our main setting in this context involves selecting a specific type of TVB. The first option available is to select print iron label. This first choice represents the main trigger plant, which is designated to print both a standard label and an iron label. The sequence of these options is fixed
and must be followed in the order presented. This first option in the sequence, therefore, represents the main trigger plan to print both the label and the iron label. If we were to choose a different option, it is possible that this would exceed the main trigger plan for the label and iron label. However, for this demonstration, I will choose the third option to show how it is used. This option is for printing a traditional line. It is important to note that if the system detects a web input line, then no printing will occur. If you select the fourth option, which is the fourth main trigger plan for the iron mark, the system will then automatically print the next label in the queue. This functionality is used to pass the data for a label, such as a 2-character iron mark, or to pass the data for a 5-character, 2-character iron mark. The next setting to consider is the VS setting. If you set the word VS, you are then required to use a specific name to download 2 separate labels in order to have this function. The setting that follows this is used for what is called the party iron mark mechanical iron. The purpose of this setting is to define the action of the iron mark V specifically when the printer is in the reverse stop state. Finally, pressing the OK button, which functions as the print button, will complete the printing of the iron mark. There is one last scenario to consider. If you have configured the system in a certain way, pressing OK will signify that the landlord command P is completed. Simply put, the P command, known as the landlord command, finalizes the entire iron mark operation.
To begin, if you set the parameter to V and then proceed to press the N key, the subsequent landlord command, when you then press the P key, will initiate a printing process that specifically excludes the iron mark. To be absolutely clear, this means it will only print the content itself, with no iron mark applied whatsoever. Now let's turn our attention to the transfer machine settings. This option here is for controlling the transfer detection mark sensor, allowing you to either enable it or disable it. You would press the corresponding key to enable the sensor and select the node option to disable it. Regarding the iron mark, designated as C, this is related to the position sensor. It is important to understand that this position sensor can also be fully enabled for operation or completely disabled if not required for the current task. This sensor's functionality is exclusively designed for use in external and fixed iron mark printing applications, and it is important to note that it is not applicable for use with parties configurations. Next, we will be looking at how to set the mark reduction delay test. This test is configured through the main display, and its primary function is related to enabling the return sensor. When this setting is active, it changes how the system behaves. For example, in a scenario where the primary mark, referred to as my mark, is not detected, the system will wait for a specified delay period. After this delay has passed, the iron mark B signal will be held or activated. This functionality is specifically for when the return sensor is enabled. Let's look at another case when the iron mark B signal has finished and the process reaches the end of the mark. Right as it approaches the return sensor, the system will again hold the iron mark B signal after waiting for that same specified delay. Conversely, the next option you will see in the display menu serves the opposite purpose. Selecting that item means that you choose not to enable the return sensor, and therefore this delay test logic will not be applied. This control station is specifically utilized for the purpose of managing the freezing of the iron mark. The operational sequence commences at a starting point designated as iron mark B, and the process continues until the experimental component reaches its predetermined target, which is also referred to as experimental iron mark B. Upon reaching this target, the system will then safeguard this position and proceed to trigger the corresponding lock signal to secure it in place. To provide a clear example, the process initiated by the lock signal involves establishing what is known as a transmission route, and then this route is stored in recent memory or cached for quick access. The configurable range for this parameter extends from 0 all the way up to 84,008,500 milliseconds, with the resolution being measured in heat dissipation milliseconds. In other words, this range spans from 0 to the maximum experimental millisecond value. For the remote position, while a value of 0 milliseconds is possible, it is actually set to 50 milliseconds in a typical configuration. The heat dissipation for the remote position is configured to occur once per cycle. The parameter labeled trackoff field is used to configure the minimum level of the start signal, supporting a range from 0 to 28 milliseconds. The resolution for this adjustment is 4 milliseconds, meaning it can be set in 4 millisecond increments. For example, a setting between 0 and the first step corresponds to a remote position of 0 milliseconds, while a value between 2 and 4 milliseconds would set the remote position to the next step of 4 milliseconds. Once the leg is properly set, this word is used to configure the trigger signal point test. This value represents the upper test limit, while this other value represents the lower test limit. Similarly, this word also sets the trigger signal point test. Again, this represents the upper test, and this represents the lower test.
Following that, this word is used to set the return creator signal. In the same manner, this value represents the upper test limit, and these two values represent the lower test limit. The next word in the sequence is for setting the trigger column. The configuration for the trigger column must also be consistent. This value represents the upper test, and then this final value is meant to set the party trigger. The party trigger itself does not have an activation mode and is intended to be used in conjunction with the species setting. It is important to note that this is only applicable for use with parted mechanical iron scanners. Now, for the scanner settings, this word is used to select the scanner column. The first word in this section sets the light point. The next setting configures the light illumination delay time. The word following that sets the number of consecutive reading failures that are allowed. The permissible range of values is from 0 to 9. A setting of 0 will only issue a warning. If you do not listen, it means the province is strong and you do not listen. The next parameter is for setting the startup fault. The number of charge prints can be set from 0 to 3. Following this, you can set the number of times the scanner contacts the hand to read the signature and scan the code. The next option selects the indicated code. This is also for selecting the indicated code. This parameter is used to set the accuracy of the read code. A value of 0 indicates a variable accuracy. This setting is not applicable to the following two codes, so please press your test. This code is not applicable to these two codes. The following setting has a range from 400 to 1200, which you can choose from. Next, you will set the given code quality. For communication, this setting addresses resistance to pseudo-anticodes. This is not a special setting. The baud rate can be configured from 1200 up to 110,000. For this instance, 5200 is the setting. A rate of 9600 is also common. This next setting defines the byte of each character. Next, we configure the parity. You can select none if no parity bit is needed. Then there is the option for a parity bit. One of the options is for even parity. This setting is for the single service printing. There are also 8 reading services and other options available. Below this is the TTP canon setting. This is only effective if the party is configured as a domino server. Moving on to the network settings, this option sets the RPD. These 4 network sockets or net bowl are configured next. Following that, you can set the network port information. The network settings also allow you to configure the network port information output settings and input settings. The input settings let you define whether the photoelectric sensor input behavior is for detection. You can also set the photoelectric output signal. For the FTP printing mode, you can select micro automatic printing, which involves placing the file in the print directory. Its use change function requires that the file name must be this specific file name, and the file name widget must be placed in the printer directory. There is a limit that the file must be printed within 500 milliseconds. Each of these completions requires that the file be re-downloaded. For the FTP connection, if the connection limit time is exceeded, the main connection will be closed. If the file cannot be recognized, or if the file contains an unrecognized party modification function, it will fail. After this function is used, both the network port and the serial port will be closed and rendered invalid. It is critical that when using NetCenter to upgrade the firmware, you must turn off this function. To set the external user interface registration password, note that the default login has no password. In case you forget the password, you can reset it. When we forget the password, we must first establish a serial port connection and then use a command. We enter this specific command to either modify or delete the password. We can delete the password entirely using this command. We can modify the password using this other command. After modifying the password, you must enter the new password in the field labeled wuchui. The password length is limited to a maximum of 16 characters. This next function is to clear the file system and all of its temporary files. We use this specific word to clear all temporary files that are located in the file system. This word is used to restore the system status. The first word in this sequence clears all temporary files, and the second word restores the status. This word also restores the status, and this word restores the status as well.